live. Hey, Queenie, how are you?
I'm fantastic, Doc. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, your favorite day of the week.
And it really actually is. It's getting favoriter and favoriter every week too.
Is that a real word? Favorite? I can't even pronounce it.
Well, it is for me. I know some people literally are just like, OMG, but I can't wait to see what the week brings. And I have so many meetings now on Monday that it is just a cool thing to recount with everyone what's going on in their world and how they spent their weekend and all that stuff. It's a blast. And
Cool.
for you, Friday at 5.
Yes.
Your best time. So thank you for being here today.
Actually, I had a couple of Zoom client things this morning, and so I've been up. Believe it or not, I got up.
We're so excited for that.
So how was your weekend, Queenie? Anything new and exciting?
Nothing new, nothing exciting other than I got a lot of yard work done and I got major caught up on paperwork, which is never easy from a standpoint of the stack for the week keeps getting bigger, which is a good thing. And so I got a lot of things caught up, which is super fun for me. And I did not throw my computer on the berm.
Well, I'm going to have to use your berm. You're first going to have to tell me where you live so I can use it.
I can do that.
And because my computer, yeah, I've been having difficulty logging on to Zoom meetings. I've been cut off in the middle of Zoom meetings. Yeah, so it's just not. I've been working on. I use Canva a lot for a lot of my newsletters and stuff, and I've had to basically reboot and get all of this stuff. So I'm crossing my fingers.
Well, please don't leave us today, Doc.
But I have to show you, I have to brag on my garden. I did a post on LinkedIn today. We always talk about social media. I did a post of this. My garden is growing very well. And this is the last hurrah. I have a combination, and I just threw everything in there, which you can kind of tell the box there. I love that. Yeah. I've got summer squash growing and I have green beans growing, and the green beans are starting to come in, and I have 6 squash that are about, if you can see, they're about 6 to 8 inches.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm super excited. So growing season's not over. We're here, at least in the Kansas City area. It's still warm until about the end of October, and then we get that little cold blast to remind us that winter is coming. But I've grown stuff in one way or other up to about mid-November. So
oh my gosh. Well, it does look amazing. I haven't seen your post yet, but I can't wait to do that. When you're on LinkedIn, you are Laura Christine, and it's Kitchen Garden Expert is your ID. Is that right?
Okay. I'm Kitchen Garden Expert. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So
I can find you.
I think you might be able to. I'll help you if you need any help on social media.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
But I do have to tell you, because we kind of got out of sorts with the National Day, and I thought I would just jump in. I've got 2 little things that are happening today that I need.
It's because we were celebrating Doc and Queenie.
Yes. I shouldn't say out of sorts. I sit corrected. Please forgive me. Just one more time.
Doc and Queenie Day. That I still think that should last a year, but okay, we'll go with that.
Yes, and we should all go on vacation together. I don't know.
We should all have a parade all through the entire country, since everybody's from all over the country.
Somebody's doing that right now, but it's not Doc and Queenie. But anyways, today, and I know you're going to be so excited. Hold. I should probably put a vegetable in there. Well, there is a vegetable in that sandwich. Today is National Cuban Sandwich Day. And that is a
Cuban sandwich, Dr. Laura.
Since I spend so much time with one of my besties in Florida, of course, we're out and about all the time. This was a restaurant we were at, actually, not this couple of weeks ago, but back in, I don't know, was that September? I can't remember.
You keep track of all your trips. I know how that goes. Yeah.
That is a Cuban sandwich, and what a Cuban sandwich is, and there's 2 different kinds. One has salami in it, but this is the other kind. I like this. Yeah, I'm trying not to gross you out too. Well, it's noon. It's not morning, so you'll be okay. Just keep drinking your water. Cuban sandwiches have pork, ham. I think it's Swiss cheese. There's mustard on it, and pickles. And then they have this really yummy bread. So I know I'm killing you. So happy National Cuban Sandwich Day, Queenie. I know you are super excited, but I'm going to caveat, I'm going to post on my background here.
Killing me.
Today, my local coffee shop said, welcome back to one of your favorites. Pumpkin spice is back.
I have a new reason to live. Okay, I get this. Oh, funny. Look what just happened. You're talking about pork and ham and salami and all that stuff. I don't do meat unless I absolutely must. Turkey, salmon, that kind of stuff, but usually not the other. And seriously, when I have been to Chipotle maybe 3 times in my entire life, I always order a veggie quesadilla. I mean, a veggie bowl. They don't call it that there. I don't know, but it's a veggie, whatever it is. And they always look at me and kind of give me one of those. And I'm the person that goes to Hereford House and orders salmon. So that's me. And so the only thing that you got me here on is the pumpkin spice latte. How does that go? Extra hot decaf, no whip, sugar-free.
Isn't it a skinny?
Yeah, well, and that's just it. They don't do skinny pumpkin.
Oh, that's right. They don't. But it's extra hot.
Yeah.
Decaf.
Yeah.
There's decaf in there.
Uh-huh. And they always just kind of just look at me like this. What's the point of getting pumpkin spice latte if you do all this slop to it? So, but yeah, it's just, that's a cool celebration. I didn't realize that it started already. I actually haven't been to a coffee shop.
I don't know if the national brand has started it yet, but our little local coffee shop has.
Wow.
So,
okay, then I'll have to check that out. I really haven't been basically since the pandemic, just because I started brewing all my coffee at home now. And so just because if you're not out, that's what I usually would do. Oh, there's a national brand. And so I would stop by just because it was close and on the way to wherever I was going next. And since I haven't been out of my house, thank you, my insurance agent, 4,000 miles in 14 months. Then I think
unbelievable.
I know. And but it really is a cool thing. When you see the seasons change, something always comes to mind. What does fall mean to you? And actually, yes, pumpkin spice latte will do it. That'll get me out of the house.
And I was actually, I'm starting to get into that mood because I was working on my my next couple of newsletters for my kitchen garden expert, and I was just talking about what you do when you take a pumpkin, when you get pumpkins ready for storage. So,
whoa, ready for storage?
You can store pumpkins for a few months. Yeah.
I need to know about that. And what does one do with a stored pumpkin?
Well, you don't pick the pumpkin off the vine because it'll rot faster. It'll decay faster.
Okay.
You wait until you see the vine kind of separating from the pumpkin, but you also need to cut it off the vine to give it a stem, because that will prevent it from decaying or rotting faster. Isn't that funny? We always see pumpkins with stems. I always just thought, well, you can carry it. No, it actually has a purpose. And then you need to keep it in a dry area for a couple of weeks before I put my stuff in my basement. And there's not a science to that. It's just cool. It's not necessarily dry. A lot of times they say drier, low humidity, those kinds of things. But family of 5, we go through so much food so quickly it doesn't matter.
You don't have time for storage.
Yeah. I mean, my garlic load keeps going up and up and up. And it's gone by, we run out of January, February. So
that is seriously amazing. Okay, you brought up several good points here. If you're supposed to store something in a cool, dry location, basements are usually not the cool, dry that comes to mind, but you can't put it in your garage either.
No.
Have too much going on. So it really does have to be like a basement, doesn't it?
Yeah. And I have a little thermometer in my storage room, and I look at it occasionally, but
okay.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Because I was going to say the cool, dry part I get. Well, just like with us, with the water, light, air, and movement affect the water. So we tell people if they're going to store some of the different pH levels, it needs to be in a dark environment, but not hot. So you wouldn't want the heat from the basement to get on your produce either, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Wow. That really is fascinating.
I've tried, like actually my garlic, I've tried to hang it in my furnace room, which it is warmer in there just because of the furnace, but it dried out too quickly. So yeah, it's kind of one of those.
So the furnace room was too dry for the garlic, actually? Okay.
Yeah. It got dry real fast, and then they get real, I don't even know how to describe it. Almost, well, the covering on it is paper-like, but they just,
Okay.
the bulbs keep getting, or the cloves keep getting smaller and smaller. Well, the bulbs get smaller. So I just keep that. I throw it all in the storage room, and yeah. So, but anyways,
Just like you said, five people in your family, you really probably don't have time for anything to even rot because it's gone before you even can rot it.
No, but this coming, if anybody wants a newsletter on gardening, I always try to study and research outside of course, what I know, and find the unusual. So this next coming newsletter will have just different storage things, ideas. Because a lot of us don't live on farms anymore, and we don't have a root cellar. So there's different ways to store stuff. And I try to address just a little, I wish I could put all of the information in the newsletter, but it would probably be a 10-page newsletter.
Oh my gosh, isn't that too hard?
So I just try to hit different things. Like I talk about storing seeds from different plants and, different definitions of things. And so it's a lot of fun. So I was working on that. So I'm kind of in the pumpkin mood. So I'm going to have to get a pumpkin latte.
Yeah, seriously. Did your coffee shop announce it, or do you have
There was a post on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
They posted the pumpkin spice. So I'm super happy about that.
Wow, I really am going to have to check that out because like I say, I seriously, when I tell people I don't leave my house, it's not like reclusive don't leave my house. I just don't. A lot of my groups are still not meeting in person. Some of them are doing hybrid, and then several of the ones I have joined recently, everything's online because it's international. And so there's not a reason for me to go all the different traveling that I have done before. And that's usually where I would, on the way to wherever I was going or the way back from wherever I was going, that's when I would stop and get a latte. So I have been out of the loop for, what are we up to now?
Months. Yeah.
Groundhog year ×2. So
yes.
Oh, that's one of my favorite pictures. I love that flag.
One of my favorite too.
Yeah.
One of my favorite too. And I'm wearing my favorite t-shirt today.
What is that?
I can't work today.
Yeah, because you're fishing. Yeah, I bet.
I've got my arm in a cast.
Yeah. That's quite a cast, and I know you love to do that. Yeah, you'll be fishing again soon, I bet, right?
Yes, my friend Beverly is coming up here in the next couple of weeks, and we will be out and about doing our traditional, we fish all day and then go out to eat for dinner. So it'll be fun.
You don't eat the fish you catch, is that right?
No. It's a private lake, but there's several, I want to say it's shared by 3 different properties, and they spray for weeds, and so the runoff, and it would be great if we could, because we catch big. I mean, we're catching 3-4 pound bass. We've caught a couple of pound crappie. I mean, we've caught big fish, but we throw them back.
Can you catch scallops and salmon for me?
I'm gonna have to go on vacation again, but I'd be happy to do that for you.
Thank you. That would be my catch. And I mentioned that to somebody one time. They were fishing in a lake, and they said, do you know how salmon works? And I guess not. And so they told me, and I went, oh.
Well, Beverly did actually, our mascot mommy did go scallop, I guess you call it hunting. And basically you snorkel and you go down to the bottom and pull them up.
Oh my gosh, now that would be super fun.
So got to get our mascots on there. I got to spend the week with them. Larry, my mascot, ran from me as soon as I walked through the door.
Oh my gosh, is he in the dog cat house now?
Yeah, it took him a couple hours to warm up to me, and then Yeah, and there's Dave. Dave was his usual, lay on his back, pet me. I missed you. Where have you been? But Larry, yeah, I was not happy with Larry on this vacation because he brought a little salamander guy in and dropped it on my foot. And it was still alive.
I don't like treats from kitties because I know it's not going to be good.
And the little guy was a little roughed up. You could tell the cat. And then he just played with it. And you're like, oh, I don't have cats. So I'm like, and Beverly's like, oh yeah, whatever. And I'm like, oh, you know.
Yeah, well, they do play with whatever they think, and then they give it to you as a gift.
Yeah.
And so, oh my gosh, they were building houses around here one time, and my cat brought me a gift of a mouse that
lucky
finished being played with. Yeah. Okay. I called my best friend and I said, I'll do anything in the world if you just get your husband over here immediately. It's gone. And so of course he comes over. I'm literally up on the kitchen counter. Like I am not getting down with this.
I could hear the screaming. I was wondering what that was. I didn't
my
know
gosh, I will never, ever forget it. And of course he had the code to get in. And because I said, I can't answer the door. And she goes, where are you, honey? And I said, I'm on the kitchen counter. Well, she knew what that meant. And I was fragile enough back then to not mess with me. So he comes in and he's trying so hard not to explode his face. And he's just looking and he goes, what are we doing? Squeezer just caught a mouse and she's doing something. It came from that thing they're building over there. And I said, I actually can't be in this house anymore, but I don't want to burn it down right now. And he goes, we don't need to burn it down. So this was 10 or 15 years ago or something. And so he literally goes, I think I can get this done. Well, it was like, now the toy is close to dead. So Mark just picks it up and says, what do I do with it? And I said, like, I don't know. So he either took it with him or once he got to the street, he threw it because he knew it would go away. But oh my gosh, I do not do varmints, and cats are notorious for bringing you varmints. And one time I had a cat that caught a bird and the bird was now squawking out of the cat's mouth like this. And I went, oh my gosh, I can't do this outside cat stuff anymore.
That's funny. I'm sorry.
Does Beverly lets her cats outside or just?
Well, they have a lanai that's covered. It's got that cage over the pool. And the little ones get up underneath it. So yeah.
Oh my gosh. See,
but I was more freaked out over I had a palmetto bug in the bathroom. That was
okay. What is let me just
it looks like a cockroach, but it's extremely large. It was about 2 inches long and it was at the base of the toilet and I didn't see it. Yeah. And it ran over my shoes and it was moving about 900 miles an hour and I was trying to stomp on it. Yeah, it's a good thing nobody was watching that. And I stomped on it, thought it was dead, and then it came back to life. And I'm just like, yeah.
No, I seriously am not a good varmint person at all. If something gets in my house, I have to leave until someone comes to fix it to get it gone. It is not a good fit for me. I don't do stuff.
Yeah, the palmetto bug, I chose not to. Usually I'll kill bugs with my hands, but that thing was too big and too crunchy. So
oh my God, you're such a mountain kind of earthy girl. I can't even imagine. You really do kill bugs you kill bugs.
Yeah, I do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you have to act fast and catch them off guard.
I either get hammers and some kind of things and throw stuff at it like this. And of course it's not productive. So it usually ends up running around and then I have to leave the house till somebody finds it because I'm not sleeping here until it's gone. And I have retrieved things with brooms and mops, like if stuff gets on the ceiling and those kind of, well, just like you said, it's a good thing there's no cameras inside this house. There's tons of them inside, but there's none inside because it would be like funniest home videos all day long, I bet.
Yeah, no, yeah, and especially bees or wasps, I'm allergic, so I have to kill those quickly. So
yeah. Now those I actually don't mind smashing. If they get close enough that they're on me, I will pound those because how dare you even decide you're going to sting me? So because I am nice to you. I don't cause you any trouble. I don't spray stuff. And for you to actually land on me, we're going down now. So I don't mind stomping on those.
So if you're a bee out there, watch out for her.
Yeah. And if you're a palmetto bug, Doc's not going to get you. Oh, that is awful. And Florida is notorious for those kind that kind of bug. Ew.
Yeah, they were saying it comes up through the drain. I mean, because their house is spotless. So I'm sorry, Queenie.
That would not work for me either.
Here, we'll just give you a nice
There we
serene
go. I can
background
do
to
it.
calm you down.
Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely do that. One of my friends lives in Florida also. And when we went down to visit her, I said, so tell me what goes on around here. I seriously need to know. So she looks at my other friend like, we better not tell her or she won't stay here. And she kind of gave me the look like it's okay. And I said, okay, what? And she said, well, one night, her husband lived there. And so one night, Randy and I were coming home from a dinner party and we got closer to our house and we kind of looked closer.
Oh gosh.
And she's kind of, look, what is that? And then they get closer. It is an alligator. And it is across the driveway this way. And I am now complete. I can't listen any further to this conversation because I am no longer here. And I said, what? And she goes, yeah, they just kind of go around wherever they want because obviously you don't stop them. And so I said, how did you get it to move? She said, honey, you go shopping, you go play golf, you go do something entirely different. You're not going in your house. And then I started thinking, even if it had been the other direction on the driveway, you're not going to open the other garage door, pumpkin, because then it's going to get inside with you. Oh my gosh. I said, this is not working for me. And just like you said with Beverly's house, spotless, amazing. This is like Taj Mahal when you go to this one. And I'm looking at this going, what are alligators doing just outside your house? She goes, oh yeah, you see them all the time. Oh no. And
where does she live? Right.
And I said, so you can't go walking around? She said, well, yeah, usually during the day it's not so bad, but nighttime is kind of their season. So leave them alone. Oh, gee. Right. And so not happening. And they've got the little cage thing, like you said, on the back pool area. So the alligators actually don't want to go through the cages. So that's kind of the point. And I'm just sitting here going, this is not a good fit for me. So I got to find a place where no varmints are. The weather is flawless. You're by water. Where would that be, Doc? Let's think about that.
St. Lucia, but St. Lucia has poisonous snakes. So I guess that's not
that
could
be a deterrent for me. That could be a deterrent.
And like really poisonous, like can't remember the name of them. Like a king cobra is pretty poisonous, but this is just as or worse. Like one bite, you're dead within 2 minutes. I mean,
seriously?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. The back in the colonial days, and St. Lucia was an English colony. They brought the snakes over to control the rats because in the middle of the island is the jungle. Sorry. I'm just grossing you out. I apologize. I'm trying to
I'm not going to be able to sleep for a month.
Well, anyways, they brought the snakes to control things. And then of course, typical, man is always trying to, control our environment. And so the snakes got out of hand. But yeah, they're in the middle on the islands. All of the towns or cities or whatever are on the outskirts on the ocean edge. And then the jungle is in the middle with the poisonous snakes. So.
Okay, so here's the deal.
Yes, ma'am.
When my friends took me to right here, this gorgeous, unbelievable condo on Daytona Beach, like right here is the window, the balcony from our condo. They promised me that there were no bugs, no snakes, and nothing creepy in this condo. So everything went perfectly and
beautifully.
I didn't see anything creepy. So if anybody wants to know the address, this particular condo section has nothing creepy because my friends assured me of that.
Well, on the Gulf side, I can't guarantee that because we had to walk through a little swampy area and the water was dark. I didn't look. I just kept walking. Yeah.
Did you walk through it?
Mm-hmm. There's a little trail. You have to, that's how you get to the beach. Yeah.
Did you have boots on?
No, of course not. I was barefoot. I was barefoot.
Oh, okay. Well, this is 1-800 no creepy stuff, and it worked out great for me.
Opposites, 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 right?
Yes, Dr. Laura, absolute oil and water right here. You eat that Cuban sandwich thing, I wouldn't touch that puppy.
But
10
you
foot
go to the,
pole.
I'll go to the beach, you go to the village.
Yes, that works out great for me. That's, yeah, I love the water as long as nothing creepy is in it.
And no guarantees on that one either.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, one time we heard this little kid go, "Oh my gosh, how cool, it's a jellyfish." And I went, "Oh God." Oh,
Yeah.
no. Yeah, not a good fit for me either.
Yeah, we had the jellyfish when we were snorkeling the last time, and we decided not to snorkel. At least this time we'll wait. So
Do they get on you?
yeah. You bump into them, they sting you.
Oh,
Well,
that's good to
everybody
know.
else. I mean, I was the only one. There were people on our trip that were wearing bikinis, and you're like, I don't know. But I always wear a long sleeve SPF. It's like 50 or something, just because, I mean, we were out there for a couple of hours, and the reflection of the sun off the water would fry me. I mean, I do get a tan, but yeah, so I was the only one that didn't get stung. Everybody else, but they were it almost looked like just debris. It was like almost like Kleenex in the water, that kind of look, just little tiny. And I can remember even looking, going, what is in the water? It didn't dawn on me because I was too busy, backpedaling from the barracudas that were staring at me.
Okay, we're done. Have a good day, everybody. We're signing off. OMG, sister.
Sorry. Just a story, Queenie. I know you'll never go snorkeling with me. And I'm sure
that is also true. Absolutely. I have gotten in this ocean right here.
Up to your knees?
Actually all the way in, but this is the section they told me there was nothing creepy.
So do you get your hair wet when you go in the ocean?
Yeah.
You do? Really?
Yeah. I don't mind that one single bit. Yeah. Because they be right here, there's nothing cruddy. And so I said, cool. And so there was nothing in the water in this section of the beach, and I am sticking to that.
Okay. Well, I will remember that if I drag you to the beach, but we'll go to the Gulf side because I like the Gulf better than the Atlantic. Sorry, but I do.
That's okay. Tell me why. That's an interesting point.
Gulf is warmer.
Okay.
Atlantic is colder. Every time I go to the Atlantic, it's cold.
Okay.
Whether it's March, April, May, it's just cold. I don't know. I like the Gulf better. I don't know. It's warmer. It feels warmer.
Yeah. I have been April and September actually. And September actually is when we were in this particular section. And I do remember the water being absolutely perfect.
And I'm probably a beach snob. I don't, driving up on the beach with your car. I don't know.
You would rather do the off the beaten path, I bet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's
totally.
So, I know there are several people I've been watching on social media recently. There are several families that are taking their vacations now because school either is starting soon or has started already, and they wanted to get one final shot in before the fall and winter season. And it's amazing to me that most people in the Kansas City market head for water. So obviously snow skiing is coming soon, but they seem to be heading, well, actually mountains or beach before everything gets too cold, or there's still a little bit of hot left in the waters where people are traveling. And so it really is a cool thing to see all the final vacation pictures and all that stuff. Is the travel as far as the airlines and everything? Is all that smooth sailing now?
I don't know. When I came back, the airline I flew, they had shut down several lines, but thank God they didn't shut down mine. Though, if it was shut down, I would still be down there probably.
Well, yeah, boo-hoo, right?
Oh, it's so hard.
Yeah. You have to stay in Florida for 2 more weeks.
I know, it's going to be really rough.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot my computer at home. I can't do any work. Oh,
That's so awful, Dr. Laura. They were shutting it down because of the Hurricane Freddie or because of stuff,
I think. Yeah, there were actually in Beverly had a friend. I want to say it was a friend, and I can't remember, but they were trying to get to Michigan, and they were delayed like 24 hours in the airport.
Wow.
So but no, I was and I had on the way to the airport, I kept checking my phone going, oh darn, it's still on time. But we had the plan, like if it was canceled last minute, that I just call her and she'd swing back around and pick me up. Like, yeah, okay, I will reschedule.
And you didn't know how to pray on that one, did you?
No.
That is so awesome. Well, honestly, the beach topic is so fun, and the memories that you make on the water, like I say, is just 1,000,000%. And it's such a blast. And being able to have friends in these destinations really is cool.
Definitely, definitely. It's and we always talk about networking, and what we just did would be the perfect example of we've networked together, so we know each other. Well, of course, we're on the same show together, but that's cheating. But yeah, I just love meeting people. Well, and I don't have the picture. There was a guy that we made a new friend when we went to one of the restaurants, but it's all about just connecting, and actually I had met a gal the other day I was telling you about. I was helping my friend over at the flower shop, and this girl walked in wanting to buy flowers. And I said, "Oh, are you using this? Are you a photographer?" And she said, "Yes." And so I found her account on Instagram, and it's really cool. And we've talked back and forth a couple of times, and she took some pictures with the flowers. And of course I had to say, "Nice flowers," because I sold those to you. So,
Yeah.
but it's all about networking.
No wonder you like them. Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously. Wow. And you do think about that. And, honestly, Doc, that's a perfect point. I have found that a lot of people feel that networking is a thing or a place. And you don't do that. And certainly neither do I. Networking is an environment or a condition almost. And do you want to meet new people? Are you excited to make the world smaller? Do you want to take a chance that somebody might turn out to be your next friend, connection, colleague, client? I mean, how does that work? And you just never know who that's going to be. And if the first couple meetings were pushy or avoidy or whatever that would look like, those people don't forget that. And it's really amazing to me. Just look at that. That lady's coming back for flowers, my friend.
Yeah.
You totally know she's coming back for flowers. And then crescendo, please. Last week we got to do Doc and Queenie guest live with
Jana Kuti from Lighten Up Ministries. Actually, where is my picture? I missed the cue.
No, that's okay. I was thinking about that the other day as far as, oh, that's so cool.
That's an older picture of our first meeting, but yeah, he is in southern India, and I met him on Facebook, and we've talked back and forth through instant message, and just a really neat guy, and he's doing a lot of stuff. They've got a Bible school that he's just started. And then he also, he's really walking the walk. He takes in widows and orphans. And one thing, and I don't know if you remember the part in the interview where we were talking about him, they feed them breakfast and lunch. And I did not realize that, but widows and orphans and a lot of poorer people. And so, yeah, so that's another, our international, like Doc and Queenie went international, but we really did. And he's just a really nice guy. Our family helps his ministry. And we just, when we talked about doing a guest live and doing something different, I thought, well, let's go international. You're always talking about being in Australia and wherever. Well, you've gone to Nigeria. Where else have you gone?
The United Kingdom, and I went to Scotland with a one-on-one, and certainly Germany, and then of course Canada. So we anywhere, yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, there's never, for me, and I think you're the same way. People to me are always friends. I make friends wherever I go. I really do. That's my personality. That's what I'm like.
He's very personable, very fun, and again, it's Lighten Up Ministries India is how you find him on Facebook. His name is Jana Kuti. And when Doc introduced us, it was the coolest thing. He's so personable, so fun, and his ministry is, his heart is times 1,000,000. Yeah, that's the part that's so cool. And I think when you start up a ministry like that, your heart you've got a heart for God, of course, and a heart for helping other people. And what are we called to do? Hello.
Right.
And so,
Right, he's truly in the trenches of helping others.
absolutely.
He's true, and he doesn't stop. He goes, go, 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 go. I mean, we're a 10.5 hour difference, and I had met him, and this was 9 o'clock my day, and he was just ending his day. It was like 7:30, 8 o'clock, or whatever it was. But yeah, well, and what he does and what we do, whether it's, a ministry like his, whether it's your business or mine, it takes consistent effort, constant networking, you have to have your toes in it all the time.
That's for sure. Yeah,
So,
sure. It was a lot of fun. And I do thank you for the introduction. He's just, like I say, very personable. He's got quite a mission going on. And we can post the @ Lighten Up Ministries India in the comment.
we'll tag him again. I'm sure he'd appreciate that. I haven't been in touch much because I've been busy, but he really appreciated just being on Doc and Queenie. So if anybody hasn't come on Guest Live, hello, you know who you are.
Yeah, seriously, we'd love to have you because it's been so much fun.
Yes.
Just now noticing once again, we're at the end of our time together. Holy moly. We spent so much time talking about cobras and jellyfish.
Well, we can talk about donuts or bagels if you want.
Yeah, you see, that would make me happier, actually. That's what we need, is a donut to go with a pumpkin spice latte.
I don't remember when that day was, but I'm sure it'll come around next year.
Oh my gosh. Seriously. And everything we want is a low fat, healthy, gluten-free, dairy-free, every kind.
Yeah. So don't eat a Cuban, don't drink a pumpkin spice latte. Don't eat this.
Yeah.
Just sit on the beach.
Doc and Queenie tell you what not to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Just hang out with Doc and Queenie, because we'll always make you smile.
There you go. That's for sure. Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, I guess it's time to take it home, huh, Queenie?
I guess so, Doc.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us for yet another wonderful Doc and Queenie Facebook Live, if I must say so myself. But no, seriously, we appreciate you joining us. It's been an honor to be part of Faithful Friends on Purpose in our networking community. Check us out this Thursday if you would like. We've got a Bible trivia at 7 p.m. You don't have to be a Bible scholar. It's just another way to connect. And for us, we just love sharing the Bible and the trivia part. And we learn a lot even doing what we're doing. And we also learn that there's a lot of Bible scholars out there. And it's just a great way to connect. If not, please reconnect with us again, Facebook Live at
high noon
every Monday. Doc and Queenie. You can check out Queenie's social media at Kathy Weaver KC, or my social media at Kitchen Garden Expert. Take care, and we will catch you next week. Have a fantastic week. Thank you, Queenie.
Thank you, Doc. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.